A woman simply rescued a stray cat by the roadside. Little did she know, it would change her fate. As she picked up the kitten and turned to leave, she accidentally brushed against a man walking by. When she looked up carefully, she realized he was the one she had secretly admired in high school. However, the man had long forgotten about her. She thought their different social statuses meant they would never cross paths again, but to her surprise, the next day, when she went to attend a blind date arranged by her family, she found out that her date was the same man she had secretly liked for years. After sitting down, when she heard the man's polite small talk, she couldn't help but feel a bit disappointed, because she knew he had completely forgotten their encounter yesterday. But in an effort to catch his attention, she still mentioned their meeting from the day before, and softly thanked him. To her surprise, the man's tone shifted, from cold indifference to a slight warmth. By now, the woman had already silently fallen for him. Although yesterday, she had seen the man acting intimately with a beautiful woman, she still couldn't help but ask him if he had a girlfriend. What she didn't expect was the man's response. It sent a chill through her heart. He made it clear that he was only meeting her to comply with his family's arrangement. After hearing his firm response, the woman immediately thought her longtime crush was nothing more than a joke. She believed the beautiful lady from yesterday was the perfect match for him, and that they would never meet again. But what she didn't know was that the lady was actually his half-sister. The next day, the woman arrived at work in a daze, still brooding over what had happened the day before. As she entered the office, she overheard her colleagues saying that the boss from headquarters was coming for an inspection. The woman didn't realize that her crush was the boss. Then, the sales manager came to ask her to attend a social event that evening. The woman, who never drank, politely declined, but the manager thought she was being ungrateful. What she didn't expect was that as the manager scolded her loudly, the CEO arrived and interrupted the reprimand. He directly stepped in to help her out. After work, the woman found herself unconsciously replaying the scene from earlier in the day with the man. Just as she was wondering if they would meet often in the future, a luxury car drove by and splashed dirty water all over her. She immediately began fixing her disheveled clothes. To her surprise, the man offered her his coat. In an attempt to maintain some distance, the woman took the coat and instinctively took a step back. Then she thanked him for the coat. Knowing there would be no further connection, she planned to leave in a hurry. But unexpectedly, the man asked her to marry him. Although she knew it wasn't out of true love, she still wanted to give her years of secret admiration a perfect ending. After they got their marriage license, the woman was immersed in joy every day, unable to escape it. But when the man went on a business trip and lost contact with her, she suddenly woke up from her daydream. Just when she was considering whether to continue this one-sided crush, she was startled to see the man return from his trip and come to the office. As she nervously wondered how to face him next, she suddenly felt dizzy in her head.